I have a veteran journalist, sports pundit, Ruben Riombo, with me here on set.
Where do you want to discuss witchcraft?
So first, say greetings to
I
our...
think we've done a schedulement, which is...
Yeah, first...
we conversation everything.
First, say greetings to our audience, then we can proceed.
Witchcraft and superstition is in every sport, but mainly because we're still accustomed to football, mainly here in Africa, people believe in a lot of witchcraft. And the Zungus, I think the whites call it voodoo. For starters, it's not an African thing only. That's why we have the word witchcraft.
Indians call it juju.
Yeah, it's an English word. Juju is a Swahili word. Okay, juju is a combination of Islam and but even religion, we have those people. They believe in extra powers. Me as a believer, I read the Bible. I read each and everything. Even the prophets who were there, they used to talk about witchcraft, but they tell you God is more what? Powerful. There are those powers. There are satanic powers around. People go and even pay rituals.
So I want to understand. Let's go back to the context now of the matter. You have covered football for quite some time. Yes. You have done an investigation about witchcraft in sports. So can you give us a brief background about this story and what prompted you to do this story?
No, I've been a former footballer. I know way back people would not even share boots or share kits. And I will say you're going to be witch.
But if I don't share my boots with you, does it mean I'm a witchcraft?
No, alone that. They would even make sure they will collect the dirt that comes off their boots. That mud, dust. They will collect it, that you pick it and take it to the what? To the witch doctor, to the witching, to compete for the number. So there's a lot of many things that have been going on. Them days, they are even up to now.
For me, I want us to be exact and real. So not someone who's out there can understand what you're saying.
No, I'll tell you, yeah. Clubs will come and tell you, don't pass in that gate. You're going to play a football match, and they tell you when you enter, don't pass in that gate.
Superstitions, kind of.
Yeah, superstition. That when you pass in that gate, their witch doctor told them, you will lose. There are clubs in Western Uganda, I will not even mention names. They get their captains a date to the game, and they make them sleep in coffins.
A date to the game?
Hey, they even take the entire lineup to
that team is still
they're not in some of them are not in the Premier League, but it's there in Western Uganda.
Why can they usually help them to come the first?
Exactly, that's what I'm telling you. Benin has the most registered witch doctors in Africa. But Benin has never won the World Cup. Benin has never won the Africa Cup of Nations.
It means there are things that are not working.
When Congo was qualified, the Democratic Republic of Congo went to the World Cup. They took a plane full of witch doctors. Hungary beat them 9, and Mobutu imprisoned all of them. By then, their witch was the witchcraft was not working. So it's about belief, like any religion or everything. It's all about belief and believing. Yeah. They tell you if you have your faith, focus, and you don't need to question as to why. There are teams that they tell you that they'll make rain in one half. Like
a team can make rain
in one half.
So in the pitch, one side can be raining, another is not.
Exactly, in the last half. To make it hard for you to score or stuff like that. There was stories in the South African football way back during the apartheid time. That there were witch doctors in South Africa. They call them muti, kati. The stick. He has a kati, tells you to do that. You know, so they would send you bees, a swarm of bees, and maybe chases you. There are even those stories where they used to tell you that they chased China out of the World Cup, that they would turn into leopards or lions, and the goalkeeper would look at them at lions.
How is it you have never seen any of these incidences appear in European football? Or it's just hearsay stories that you're trying to give us?
Not about hearsay stories. People really practice them and really believe in them. So they would come on the pitch. People even do sacrifices. I told you a story here. There was a goat, a he-goat, Villa had around 1989-90. That goat was called Chiviligi. It was being fed on rice.
The goat was named the person's name?
It was being fed on rice. Never used to eat grass or what? Rice and other fruits. So Vic was playing Babani Highlanders in Nachivo, Zimbabwean team. So Nachivo were in the corner. The goat was on the rope in the corner. So the game was 0-0. So the visitors come and tell the referee, but we can't play with an animal on the pitch. So the referee and the commissioner request the Villa players to remove the goat. So when they remove the goat, Baban Islanders scored 3 goals. So how will we tell somebody who believes in those things that doesn't work? He has had a superstition like that. Uganda was playing Rwanda here. It started on the way goal. We wanted to qualify for the Cup of Nations. Yeah. Uganda went to Rwanda. Rwanda had a Congolese goalkeeper, Rwandese of Congolese origin, but he had a towel and a small briefcase. So he would put it in the goal and his towel. But
the officials allow that thing to be put in the goal.
You're supposed to come with a glove bag.
Yes.
Yeah. So he would always go and...
He came with something like a stick?
He would come and take it would come with the glove bag.
He came
with a glove bag.
Yeah.
And it was in the goal. You're allowed to come with the glove bag.
Yeah.
And the towel. So every time we'd go and take the towel and the glove bag. So Prince was missing.
The chances?
Because the anxiety of qualifying was too much. People never concentrated. Everybody wanted to go for glory, just shoot randomly. So they all thought that this goalkeeper is doing the magic.
He's doing the juju.
So we drew 0-0 in Rwanda. So coming back here to Kampala, Nambole, because Asule was fired.
The coach
then, and we had an Argentine coach. So he came. That was his first engagement with the Cranes. So he looked at the drama and he could not understand it. All the people on the
new interim coach.
Yeah, the new interim coach. He picked a team, and we are pressing, pinning Rwanda, miss after miss.
Of course, we were not technical enough.
Yeah, because we wanted to qualify. You know, this is the game you have to win and qualify. Having taken a very long time not to qualify. Yeah. So people would send messages, you go and pick that glove back.
Who would send?
People from the technical bench, even the fans. Pick it.
So our technical bench would also believe in superstitions and witchcraft.
So we had a player, we had one of the people on the technical team, I think he's now late, the late Charles Namakola. He went behind goal. He tried to pick the bag, he failed. Yeah.
How?
So the players within themselves.
So the player went to pick something.
No, they called one of the person on the technical bench went behind goal.
But is he allowed to enter the pitch?
Because journalists, photographers are allowed to sit behind there.
But not allowed to step on the playing turf.
No, not the playing turf. He wanted to pull the bag, but it was far away.
Yeah.
So he failed. So they decided that somebody on the pitch
should go there.
Somebody, one of the players, should be brave enough to go and pick the bag. So among the players who was brave, Abakatangla said, I will. If that's what it takes for us to win this game and qualify. So he went slowly and picked the glove back. And the entire stadium was cheering him up. Pick it up.
The Ugandan supporters?
Yeah. All of them were cheering him up to pick the bag. So when he picked the bag, the goalkeeper chased after him. So the game kept to a standstill for 10 minutes. Fighting for the bag.
You can even penalize for that because
exactly.
This is his kit.
Exactly.
Why are you removing the kit from the goal?
He's allowed to come with it.
You can be given a red card for that.
So they didn't book him. They booked him, and the scum of the match went on. Around 70-something minutes, Gatete scored.
Uganda scored.
Gatete, the Rwandese guy, because we were confused.
So they scored us again.
And psychologically,
for us, we were fighting the juju. Now they scored us.
Psychologically, we are beaten. That we failed to get the juju from the goal. There's no chance. So I think all of us crestfallen. We conceded a goal, and Rwanda managed to defend it and qualified and went to play.
So how would you put that to juju? Because even when we removed it,
we didn't remove it.
You remember the player came and
he picked it, but he was ordered
to put it back.
So it went to the player's mind that we shall not.
But for you who watched the game, did we lose the game because of that witchcraft bag which was there, or it was just because we are not good enough?
I've watched a lot of football, and I've seen teams missing. I'm trying to the last end. You remember when they used to say faggy time?
Yes.
Or even Liverpool, or these teams that have been one managers, they try and the keeper makes it like we watched Madrid game yesterday. Yeah. How many times did the keeper make? Madrid was down 1-0, and Madrid won it very, very late, but they would have said it's Jojo. So it works. The people who believe in it come and work on the players' psychology. And all the players believe in it. That's the difference with the whites you're talking of.
Yeah.
If the other coach who believes in his lucky charm, he does it alone. It's his lucky charm. Because he's the leader of the team. He doesn't tell these other players that you need to do that. So he comes with his lucky, he believes in. Some other players come with their superstition, they have to jump going onto the line. But they don't involve the entire team.
Yeah.
That all of you. But here in Africa, if they are going to practice witchcraft, they will
No wonder our teams don't do well.
They will take the entire team to the witch doctor.
Entire team.
The entire team. And they say, maybe this one is frustrating you, does not believe in this. Another incident, it also involves SC Villa. SC Villa was playing Club Africain. Had lost 6-3.
Away.
They're away. So return
Where? Where did you
Club Africain, I think Tunisia. Return leg will come to Nachivu. We had beaten Iwanyao, blah blah. We'll give it. Talk of Iwanyao, give you that story. We had beaten Iwanyao. So Mike Mukasa was in goal for SC Villa. Mike Mukasa was a born again in 17.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he didn't believe in those things. So one of the players, Villa, Geoffrey again, comes and places something in goal. Mike throws it out. Places something in goal, Mike throws it out. In that confusion, these Tunisian guys attack. They concede the corner. So in that corner, again they want to put the thing back. So they score.
But what's something like that? Is it what is it they want to put there?
Something like a stick, or something like that. It might be a stick, it might be a chicken head, it might be
Someone moving the chicken head on the turf.
Yeah, it might be something like that. So they put it there. Amidst that confusion, they concede. So, and also Villa scored, but the final score was 1-1. Villa didn't get the required score.
Oh, this room was captured on the camera.
Yeah. But I think people lost it along
some
the
of
way.
the footage, yeah.
The footage is not there. So, but before Villa reached the finals, they played Iwanyao. Iwanyao came to play at the Nigerian team. And there was a gentleman here, they call the cowboy of football, eh? The chief fixer of football in Uganda.
Chief fixer?
No, he knows a lot. Professor. We nickname him Professor of football.
What is it?
He's called Choni.
Is he a technical person?
If it comes to technical things, he's top notch. If it comes to interpreting the laws, and there's not that much plant, but he has them on his head. Eh?
So he's just a smart guy.
Exactly. And he knows each and everything, and he knows the business of the game. Right now, he's about to retire. The chairman Kampala Division, Choni. So he told Kauya, let Kauya by then, you're going to play West African side. You want to win then? Kauya said, yes. I can give you something. And you win. And you're like, what? It's like, I'll tell you, you give me money. So he asked for his money. They gave me money. So what he did, he got guys from the side. Made them turn back.
Saying is a ghetto place.
Hey, the game was in Achevola. They put on back lots.
So he goes to see and get something.
Hey, they put on back lots. They come with one coffee beans.
So he gets back cloth and coffee.
And then
coffee seeds.
Coffee seeds, yeah.
Yeah.
And then head chicken, some other parts are green roast.
The chicken, you mean the one roasted or the
one that they headed?
Yes.
The head that is still dripping blood. Eh?
Yeah.
So it comes around the Iwanyao bus. It goes around with splashing water and everything. Eh? The Nigerians said we are dead. What is this guy doing? They chase the guys. Eh? So when they come to
Can't they report that to...
They report to
CAF,
but they did not touch you. CAF did not touch you. Eh? Because they don't think witchcraft doesn't play football. They don't believe in that. But just because it has got into your head and they know that West Africans believe in witchcraft a lot. So it splashes blood around, blah, blah, blah. They get on the pitch. So the entire team say to diffuse that witchcraft, they have to urinate on the pitch.
Urinate?
Hey, the Iwanyao team land on the goal line. By then,
on match day?
Hey,
when the stadium was full
warming up, yeah.
Fun.
Hey, they land and all urinated. Peeing on the goal line.
Wow.
So it wasn't even captured in camera. But what happened? Iwanyao lost 2-1. Yeah. 3-1, I think. 3-1.
Those ones who peed on the pitch, they lost the game.
Within 5 minutes, they lost. And Abdam same guy was trying to cross the ball, robbed and what he took on.
Wow.
So many things have been happening. When you go to Tanzania, all your dressing rooms are sprayed with blood. You find magic men burning things that are choking on you. Now, it has now penetrated down to schools football. Schools football, everybody believes in witchcraft. Most of them. Even they come to the pitches with water. That there's water they splash that diffuses witchcraft. There's oil they come, they smear oil on the post, and it also diffuses witchcraft. They sell masavu geli or stuff like that. So even it has gone down, so people grow with it, believing that witchcraft will help.
So it's
you
an
to
ancient way societies.
So, and that's, I think, the biggest reason why people fail when they go for professional football.
Because you can't carry these manners to
Europe. To Europe. So people are being told that to be successful
in Africa,
in sports, you have to have witchcraft behind you, which is wrong. South Africa, I told you, every team has an official multi-man, paid.
Like which doctor?
Which doctor? If you have a flight of 30 people, and you have 30 players, they will drop a player and take a multi-man. The multi-man will be the first to even bless the plane. So it is all over Africa. That is an African mentality. And I think that's why the Arabs outshine us when it comes to football.
Because for them, they believe on football, technical skills, abilities, and all those things.
No, because they have even this Arab background, but also Arabs have what we call shirk. So, but their faith, their Muslim faith is too much. They believe Allah will do something. Maybe they put their faith somewhere.
Yeah.
Unlike us, we believe in somebody with supernatural powers to help us win. People come putting on things. You remember game Chitara versus Viper? They reported a player, not recently, last season, there's a player with staff, and Masoud, I feared to stop the game. The player took of that staff. The Chitara guy. Recently, Bidiko chased a coach and a player citing witchcraft. Masavu fired one of their players and their managers way back, citing witchcraft. I remember Masavu was playing the play pro line when I was saying big league. Pro line got on the pitch first. The coach then, I will not mention the name. Coach strangled one of the team leaders of pro line. Why have you gotten on my pitch first? Their coaches here, when you get to the dressing room before them, they don't use the main gate to access the dressing room. So coaches have failed to concentrate more on what is helping the team, the tactics, and which players not believing. They all believe in witchcraft, and they have their players. Certain coaches, when you sign them, they will tell you if you don't give them so and so and so. Particular players, because they are players that believe in them and believe in their faith. Not that the players that believe in these tactics, but players that believe in those things.
Ruben Riombo, a veteran journalist here on Media Estate. Today we are unpacking witchcraft in African sports, football, the case of Uganda and some other Western countries in Africa. So witchcraft in Africa is very serious. Like he has said, it's going in school tournaments. Witchcraft is there.
It is.
He has cited many scenarios in Ugandan Premier League that witchcraft is being practiced. Even in other African countries like South Africa, that every football club in South African football, they have a multi-man, like a witch doctor, who they think can bless them to get success or victory over other teams. We shall be unpacking all other stories. Just stay here on Media Estate as we unveil so many stories concerning witchcraft and other things that they do to get glory and